Hi there, welcome to the Wakelet tutorial. Wakelet essentially is, as you can see, a collection of absolutely anything. It's an easy way to organize all of the links that you would normally have in such an engaging way. There's lots of different layouts that I cannot wait to absolutely jump in and start to show you. Go ahead and head to wakelet.com, and if you haven't already, either tap sign up for free, or if you have an account, you can even tap the login button. You're going to want to go ahead and continue with Google. All right, welcome to the Wakelet dashboard. As you can see, it's kind of organized by all of the different collections and people you're following, and then everything that you have. You're going to see all of the different collections that I have. You'll see that I've made a digital portfolio, Wakelet in the classroom, welcome to our session, so you can present with Wakelet, and then you'll even see some other collections that I have. So this one is an example of a discussion board. This one is just a collaborative professional learning resources I have with other ICs at my campus. So when you're ready to create a collection, you're going to tap right here on the green. You can give your collection any kind of title or topic that you wish, and then a short description basically just helps you remember what you're doing. You'll see this amazing option that looks like a book and speaker. If you tap on this is going to open something called Immersive Reader. Right now it doesn't look like much, except you're going to see the play button. This is helpful if a student needs to hear a word written aloud. Let's say I don't know this word, remember. Okay, well here I can listen to it, and then here I actually have pictures telling me what it is. If you tap on the A's, this is going to be text preferences, so you can choose spacing, letter size, colors, things like that. And then reading preferences is the one where you can turn on a picture dictionary and you can actually choose from all of the languages available in Microsoft Translate. When you're ready to add things to your Wakelet, notice that you can paste any web address. So let's say I found this article and I would love to save it to read later. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this link. I'm going to come over to my Wakelet collection, and all I'm going to do is paste my link. And then it automatically generates the title, a picture that would seem appropriate, and all the different words surrounding it. That's it. That's how fast it is to add things into Wakelet. Other things that you can add, this one is a text option. As you can see, you've got bold and underlining. You can do headers. So if you want to break things up into sections. You also have hyperlinks that you can do in text as well. You can also drop in images. Images can either be a GIF, you can choose from their photo library, or you can upload from your own computer. You'll see this little move option. So here, if you need to move anything and rearrange, you can absolutely do that. If you're wanting to upload a PDF, it does need to be currently on your computer. So let's say here's a menu that I would like to include. Again, it's going to generate a PDF icon, and then it's going to give it a title. I like to tap the edit button because then I can just kind of change the way that it actually looks. Tap done. Notice there's a thumbs up icon next to every single item. This can be incredibly helpful if your students are on a Wakelet collection and they want to vote on different topics. Yes, Wakelets can be collaborative. Hang on tight. I'll show you how to do that. Other things that you can add are anything connected to what we call apps. So here you can pull in tweets, Flipgrid videos. You can actually record Flipgrid within Wakelet. You can also upload from YouTube. My favorite thing is that you can either search or you can paste a direct link. So this would be a great video to include. I'm going to tap add, and you can watch all these videos within Wakelet ad free. Yes, tweets work exactly the same way. You can either search with a hashtag or you can search by user. So let's say this tweet is something from Amanda that I would love to save for later. All I have to do is tap the plus sign. You can see that I can keep scrolling if you would like, and I can add as many tweets as I would like. So I'm going to tap add. So as you can see, you can combine absolutely anything. This current layout, you'll see I have to scroll and scroll and scroll. Well, that can be quite a lot of scrolling. If you tap the palette, you're going to get a bunch of different layouts. This one happens to be media, so you can actually see everything has been expanded. There is a compact option, so you can see it does shrink it, but it's a little harder to see what you've actually shared. The mood board kind of reminds me a little bit of Pinterest, where everything is just kind of collected here. And then my favorite is the columns. This reminds me a lot of Padlet. So you can see that this column, it kind of combined all of my things, but you can edit and you can call this maybe Unit 1. So if you're trying to find a bunch of resources throughout the year for your units, you can actually create a Wakelet collection that allows you to organize all of the different finds that you have throughout the year in one place. You can add a cover image, which kind of helps you remember what this actually is. Notice you can pick from a GIF, an image, or choose from the library. You can also choose whether it's the full picture or just a half of the picture. Background images, you can either choose from their library or you can upload your own. So the other things that you can do, if you tap on the setting, you can either duplicate a collection, move the collection. Notice eventually you can export as a PDF. That's especially helpful if you have a bunch of students responding. And then you can allow others to make a copy of this. When you're ready to share, tap on the blue share icon. You'll notice that I can share directly to the web, but right now it's completely private. If you choose unlisted, that means if someone has a direct link, they can view your Wakelet, but it's not something that would appear publicly or easily searchable. You're also going to see all the different ways that you can share a Wakelet. You can also invite collaborators. This is an excellent way if you want to make this collaborative. So you'll notice that you can either copy the direct link to invite somebody, or you can share it through a QR code, and yes, you can also share it through Google Classroom. Another thing I want to show you is, let's say that you don't have Wakelet opened all the time, but as you're browsing, you find something important that you want to save, but you don't want to open Wakelet and try to find the collection you want it to. Or maybe you don't even know where you want to save it, you just know you want it for later. You can actually install the Wakelet Chrome extension. Here you'll notice I can change the title, I can change the description, and then I can just save it as a bookmark, or I can actually drop it into one of my previous collections. You'll notice the option to create a new one instantly, but let's say I don't know where I want to save it, I just want to save it. So I'm going to tap Save to Bookmarks. So now I've opened up my Wakelet and I've saved that bookmark and I'm ready to add it. Now I know where I want to put it. That is where bookmark options is going to come from. So, here it is. And now I can check and I can add that resource to my collection. Let's say you actually want to connect with your students through Wakelet. There's an easy way to do this. If you tap on Classrooms located in the top right corner, you'll notice that you have a Create Classroom button located here at the bottom. Obviously, we're going to choose Google Classroom. Go ahead and tap Sign in with Google. Go ahead and select the classroom that you would like to bring in. So it says enable features below that you want students to use. So I'm okay with them using YouTube, maybe Flipgrid and Giphy, and Unsplash, which is basically an image library. Tap on Create. So again, as your students are building their portfolios, building presentations, building projects, building a brainstorm maybe for a research paper, you don't have to have them send it to you. You can pop into Wakelet, tap on their name, and easily locate and give feedback about their collection. Obviously, I don't have any students in this class, but when they would appear, this is where they would be, and I could actually view and look at all of their awesome collections. The last thing I want to make sure I point out is the Explore option in Wakelet. This is a great way if you want to see what everybody else is creating. And yes, a lot of these you can either duplicate or you can even save them for yourself later. Thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to see what you create and your students create with Wakelet.